Hello everyone. How are you guys? Happy Halloween 2025. So if I happen to look back on this video, I'm like, what day was it? Anyway, I decided this isn't a video that anybody's ever gonna want to hear. This isn't a video that may be pleasant, but it's real. And my whole purpose of my channel is, documentation of my life and journaling my life. Part of why I hadn't done this yet is because I didn't want to have this conversation where anybody can hear me, and it's really, really early in the morning and everyone is asleep. So I'm hoping nobody can hear this conversation and it just stays between me and you. Anyway, I'm gonna try to make it brief. If I sound stuffy, I'm sorry. Y'all know I'm sick or getting sick or something. I know y'all can hear it. And before anybody says anything, I've tried to blow my nose. Nothing is coming out. I'm really just stuffed up. I can't go to the doctor because I don't have insurance. I don't know if y'all remember, but you probably never saw my video. But I lost my job and I'm still currently unemployed. However, I'm looking for work. Well, I've been looking for work. Seriously, not seriously, because I really don't want to work for nobody else. However, I don't know how to make money on my own. Hold on, sorry. Didn't want to do that on camera, so I apologize. Hopefully, as I get to talking, that'll start working and loosen me up. Then I could blow my nose. For anybody who might be wondering, and I'm sorry if that was too graphic or too much information. Anyway, back to the point. So I've been looking, as you guys know, if you're watching or been watching, I'm going to school. And part of that is because I've always wanted to get my degree. I was, a mother young. I got married young, had kids young, and then started to try to build my life from there. Then my marriage ended, and then I had to take care of my children on my own. And so then it was just about taking care of them. I had a little gap in, my kids getting older and stuff, and I was able to go back to school. But I wasn't able to finish. I've never been able to finish. And at one point, I was going to school for something else. I was going to school for nursing. Unfortunately, I'm not as intelligent as I thought. Just to be clear, microbiology is a beast. So I breezed through A&P, but microbiology, I couldn't do it. So that dream got crushed basically because that was my dream. That was literally my dream. And so I was like, well, I don't know what I want to do now. I worked in customer service and people was like, oh, you should go into management, this, that, and the other. You'd be good at that. And I was like, I don't want to do that. I don't really want to. That's not what I want to do. That's not my passion. That's not something I enjoy. Now, it's something I happen to be good at, but it's not something I enjoy. And so I didn't know what I wanted to do. And I still had children to take care of, so I kept working. I kept working. I think you get the point. Anyway, children are starting to grow up. They're starting to do their own thing. And I'm like, I wonder what I want to do with myself. I don't even know. I had kids so young. I don't know me. I don't know my life. I don't know what I want. And what I wanted to do, I couldn't do. So I was trying to figure out, what do I want to do in life? I don't want to just work. But over the pandemic, my job had shut down for a little while. And I had been having this, reoccurring feeling about candles, making candles, making candles, making candles. But little old me, nervous and scared, didn't know what to do. Like, I don't know how I couldn't just do that. Like, you can't just start a business. Let me roll back just a little bit. So years prior to that, I was gonna go into a joint venture with a family member of mine. We had talked about purchasing this store that was for sale, and we was like, we can, build it up. We can sell stuff. We can cook meals and stuff like that. And I'm not like, don't get me wrong, I'm not like the best cook in the world. So I was like, I don't want to cook. But he was just like, we can do something. We just need to start. And it had a gas station already set up basically. All we had to do was just get it, and I was really scared and I didn't know what to do. Like, part of what's something about me is the unknown scares me. I don't know why. I feel like I have to have a plan. I have to know, I have to know A through Z before I move. I don't know what that's about. But if I am at A and B and then I can't get from B to Z, I won't move. I won't do it. And so we had made discussions and had conversations. We had talked about a whole bunch of things. Um, we had talked about like doing t-shirts and like all types of stuff. And I was really scared. I didn't know anything. And I was like, no, like, who's going to buy stuff from us? We're nobody. You know what I mean? But in reality, everybody's nobody till they're somebody. So I don't know what I was thinking. But anyway, fast forward back to the candles. So, funny story, I was speaking to this same family member and telling him, like, man, I really want to make candles. Like, and I keep seeing this candle kit and I want to get it so bad. And this is before my job stopped. And I was like, but I don't know what I'm doing. I don't, like, you know what I mean? You can just start making candles. And he's very, like, forward thinking. He's very, like, jump in and do it. He's very gung-ho. And he was like, well, buy it. And I was like, I can't just buy it. Like, I can't just buy this kit and make candles. And he was like, yeah, what's stopping you? Why can't you just buy it? Literally, we get off the phone. I'm at work, actually. And I'm like, yeah, why don't I just buy it? I had been looking at it. It had been in my cart, but I didn't buy it for whatever reason. Having that conversation with him pushed me to click the button and buy it. Fast forward a little bit, like a couple weeks, by the time it came, I was off work because I was sick. And this was right when the pandemic started, and they were letting people, not work because you were sick. And so I was like, oh, wow, this is perfect. I don't have anything to do. I can make these candles. And literally, when I made them, when I did the kit, I feel like I fell in love. I was just like, oh my gosh, that was so much fun. And I can enjoy that. And honestly, my mom had a love of candles. She didn't make candles, but she loved candles. And so I've always grown up around candles. Like, that wasn't never too far from me. So it was like, man, this would be so cool. Like, if I started making candles, like, it's not even hard. You know what I mean? Like, I could do this and I could do this. And then I started getting all these thoughts and stuff. My mind has never like raced like that. And I started having dreams of, like, oh my gosh, how cool it would be if I made candles, and what having a business would be like, and being an entrepreneur and working for myself, and, getting out of this hamster wheel of the 9 to 5, because I hate it, but I do it because it's, I don't have any talents or skills or anything. So I dived in. I start watching videos. I'm all over YouTube. I start watching all types of people. I fell in love with 2 people. Three people. And I still watch them heavily today. There's an additional person that I watch, and I just became engulfed with it. It's all I thought about. I started, like I said, having dreams about it. And I was like, I think I have a passion. I really think I have a passion. Wow. And so, this was when me and Dub was together. And so I had this conversation with him, and he was like, if you want to do it, do it. Right now, you have the time. Excuse me, sorry. So anyway, he was super supportive. He said, right now you have the time, dive into it. You know what I mean? He was like, you already got this kit. get supplies and, get started and stuff. And so I literally, like I said, jumped in head first. I had all the time in the world because my job was closed. I didn't have anything else going on. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on with my voice. Hold on. Okay, I think I'm okay. So, super supportive. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'm going to do that. So I look up the best places. I've been watching stuff. I knew where I learned about candle companies and candle supply places and stuff like that. So I ordered supplies, my own, very own supplies. Not, oh, excuse me, not a kit. And so I was nervous, but I'm like, I really, really want to do this. I don't know what I'm doing. But after doing research, I'm like, it's harder than just, getting a container and the wick and wax and fragrance and color and all that stuff. Like, it's almost like a science. I'm like, I don't know if I can do that. Like, the kit made it seem super easy. So now I'm digging in even more because I'm like, well, what do I do? I bought this other kit and I was like, I'll just buy kits and stuff. But after watching videos, it was like, I don't know what these supplies are, because it was a kit. So it's pre-made. I don't know what type of wicks these are. I don't know what type of fragrances these are, what type of colors they use, what type of wax is this, is it safe, like all this stuff. Because safety first with everything. And I don't know anything. Like if I was to try to like reduplicate this, I couldn't because I have no clue what these supplies are. So I sent that back. Long story short, I started deep diving into a whole bunch of stuff, and it turns out people who are crafty, because now it's a craft. People who are crafty do a whole bunch of stuff. Like then I started looking at okay, then I go back to work, so it's like okay, I don't have that free time to do as much, and so then it turns out we have to move. So I'm like okay, don't open none of this stuff. All this stuff I had all this stuff coming. And that was the crazy part. I just decided to order all the stuff once I learned what stuff I needed and where to start and things like that. I had all this stuff coming, but then we found out we had to move, and so I was like, pack it up. No point in like unpacking this stuff, and we gotta move. So I kept everything in boxes. We found a place, and then we moved, and that's where we currently live. And then it was like, then I just got nervous. And I was like, I'm scared. I don't know what to do. And like I said, Dale was super supportive. He's never not been supportive about anything. I mean, look at this room. He is super supportive. I have my own room, my own office for creating. Anyway, so I started looking up like starting a business and stuff like that. And I was like, well, I kind of want some credentials behind me. I kind of want to learn what I need to learn to be a business owner. I don't want to just, because it was like reading about it was one thing, but it wasn't like clicking. There were some things like cost of goods, like COGS and stuff like that, and how to set up a business and a business plan and things like that. And I was reading it, but it wasn't clicking. So I was like, maybe I'm just gonna get like a business certificate or something. I want to kind of learn these things, and that's how I ended up going to school. My whole purpose was to just get a business certificate. It was an entrepreneur certificate to be specific. And so I was like, I'll just do that. That'll give me the knowledge and information I need to run a business. And then I'll feel comfortable stepping out while I'm still trying to learn how to make a candle. So I went to wax melts because wax melts were easier. I know how to make wax melts. Then I went to incense because incense are easier. I know how to make incense. What else did I make? I started to do diffusers because diffusers are easy. I know how to make diffusers. And I was like, I'll come back to candles because candles can be tricky. I mean, everything is about, oh, and then I found out there was math in candles. And I was like, no. That was literally crushing to find out math was in candles because I hate math and I'm not good at math at all. And so I'm like, I don't know how to figure out formulas. The good thing is Dove is excellent in math. Dove can figure out numbers. He's so good. He's so good. So I was like, you're going to do all my percentages. You're going to do all my, like, if I tell you what I need and stuff like that, I'm going to need you to figure those things out and stuff like that. So we honestly would make a great team. Like I would make everything and he would come up with the formulas and blah 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 whatever. Anyway, so that was scary and I was like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Like I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not good at math. I don't know how to do percentages and stuff. And it just really fear took a hold of me. There's this thing called imposter syndrome, if you never heard of it. But imposter syndrome is wild and it took over me for real. I didn't know what it was called until I saw a video. And I was like, that describes me. Like I feel like I've always felt that way. Like I told y'all years before with my family member, I said, who would buy stuff from us? We're nobody. You know what I mean? Who would buy something from us? Oh, I'm Honey. Buy my stuff. You know what I mean? It's like, so turns out I've always had it. I just didn't know there was a name to it. And it just got worse with the candles and stuff. Cause I'm like, who's gonna buy my candles? Like, who's gonna just buy from me? Anyway, y'all. The point is, I was like, oh, okay. The entrepreneurship certificate turned into getting a business degree because I wasn't super far away. I was like a year or 2 years away, and it was like, oh, I can do that. I can still get a degree, and now I know like something that I think I'm supposed to be looking here. Yeah, I'm trying to look here, but over here I can see myself, so I'm sorry, y'all. I'm new here, okay? But then I was like, oh, well, then I can get a degree and I can learn more about business and I can feel more confident about things that I know and I can still get a degree and I developed a passion. I really did. And I was like, wow, this is cool. I haven't developed a passion about anything. And I felt like the creative juices start flowing because I remember start telling people that I wasn't creative at all. I don't have a creative bone in my body. But when candles came into my life, it sparked something up here. It lit like a flame. No pun intended. But anyway, so I'm like super excited and I'm super nervous at the same time. And fear can be debilitating. Fear holds me back from so many things. Like it took me years to even do stuff like this. And even to come on here the way that I look now, I'm old and I got problems and stuff and I'm on here. That's crazy. Like that's crazy. I should have did this 20 years ago. Anyway. Anyway, so I go to school and then I'm working full time. I'm going to school full time and I'm also trying to start a business. I was so tired. I was so tired. I did it for like a year and I was like burnt out. Burnt out. Dub told me I should take a break and I was like, no, I only have 2 more semesters that I can get my degree. Like at that point, it was really just about getting a degree. I really want a degree. I haven't accomplished anything in my life and I'm old now. Like I really want to get this degree. I took some summer classes, bombed them. I really should have not taken it. I should have listened to Dub and took a break. He was like, take a break. You can always go back. And I was like, no, I can do this. I can do this. But I was really burnt out. And so I put everything on hold except work. I stopped going to school. I stopped the business. I was like, no, I can't. I need a break. I'm tired. And so I kept working. And then time goes by. And I'm thinking in the back of my mind, I still want to go back to school. I was so close to getting a degree. Like this is the closest I've ever been. And I really, really want to get a degree. Things was going on at work. I'm like, ooh, I don't think it's gonna work out here long because they start getting all funny acting. Anybody who knows jobs can do that. It can happen kind of like when they want to let you go, but they don't have no reason. But they're trying to nitpick and stuff. That started happening. I started to be unhappy. But I'm like, I can't quit. Like I don't have any skills. I don't have any abilities. I don't have no credentials. I don't have any certificates. I don't have a degree. Like, this is probably the best that it's gonna get, but I hate it here now. And let me be clear. I loved my job. I love what I did, but I hated where I worked because they just started to make it horrible. It was really just unpleasant. I hated going. I took off anytime I could, and that never happened to me before. I used to ask for extra hours at one point in time at that job because I loved it, and it just made it. It just anyway. So I'm like, I really need to finish school so I can get my degree because I don't think this is gonna last long, and I don't know what I'm gonna do if I don't if I lose this job. Long story short, I lose the job. And I keep saying long story short, I'm so sorry. Because it's already been 20 minutes, so I apologize. I lose the job, and I'm like, what in the world am I going to do? My whole world exploded. Because I'm like, what am I going to do now? What am I going to do now? I didn't finish school. I have no degree. I have no certificates. I have no skills. What am I going to do? It didn't dawn on me to go back to school until late. Now it's time to go back to work, but I'm not finished. If I would have went back to school right then, I would be finishing. This will be my last semester right now. But instead, I have one more semester. And I actually could have not worked and just focused on school this whole year and did that. But anyway, that didn't happen. So I'm in school now. Part of the reason why I'm pushing that is because I have no skills. I have no abilities, you guys. Like, I'm not special. I have no talents. You know, nothing. My business didn't go nowhere. As y'all see, it's just stuff everywhere. And so I'm really scared. I've been looking for work. I really have. And there's nothing out there for me. Nothing that pays anything substantial. I don't want to make minimum wage. And I'm not trying to be, I guess I am technically a minimum wage earner because I don't have any talents. I don't have any skills. I don't have any abilities. I just have work experience. And so it's scary. I'm scared. I'm now getting scared because the money's running out for me. Dub's doing what he can, but he can't take care of everything. And now I'm really scared. I'm so scared. And looking through, I've been on Indeed all this time looking for work. I don't want to go back to work because I don't want to work for nobody else. But I can't, my businesses aren't kicking off, you know. Then I started to get into t-shirts, and I was like, ooh, t-shirts will work. Just buy some t-shirts, get some designs, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. You have to design your designs, and I don't know how to do that. And so now I'm like, oh, another dead end. Oh my God, why something can't just work for me? And I don't know, I've been on Canva. To anybody who watches this, I've been on Canva. I cannot understand Canva. It does not register for me. But I've been trying, and I can't. I'm not creative in that way. I'm not a graphic designer. I'm not a designer. I have ideas, but I don't know how to put them from here to the screen. And it's been hard, and that makes me nervous. That scares me, because I'm like, oh, I didn't put this money into this t-shirt machine, and now I can't do anything with it because I can't make my own designs. I have ideas of what to design, but I don't know how to get it from here into designing it and to make it look good. I had that trouble when it came to my labels and stuff like that for candles, and it was like that's gonna be my Achilles heel. That's what stopped me, honestly, because I didn't know how to design labels. And even though people are like, oh, you just start, you know what I mean? I've seen people start with the little chalkboard looking ones where you write the name. I'm like, I don't want to start like that. That looks so, that looks so grassroots. But you know what? Kudos to those people, because they're like, I have an idea and I'm getting it out there. And so I still have that imposter syndrome, like, because I was like, I can go to markets, right? I'm like, who's gonna buy from me? You know what I mean? But at the same time, I cannot make a good candle to save my life. My candles they work. Like, they light, but they don't smell. They don't. And don't get me wrong, I don't make big candles. So I'm not expecting them to, like, fill the room so much, but I want to be able to smell it without being right up on it. And that's the only way that I can smell my candles. So I can't do it. But I haven't been consistent either. And I keep thinking in my mind, just make something. Because to be honest, let me show y'all something. So this is interesting. This time last year, I was like, I'm just going to make this because I have these jars and I just really want to make it. So I went off knowledge that I have and made a candle. I think it should use this wick. I think I'm gonna use this wax. I want to use this scent, and I just put it together and hope for the best. And this is what I made, and it was a good candle. Look how much it burned down. I just haven't used it. It was a good candle. It worked, and I was so stunned. I said I worked so hard on these other candles, like hardcore thinking about it. Will this wick work? I'm specific about this wax. Did my formula. Literally, I used what I knew and put this together, but I didn't know for sure if it would work. I just was like, I think this will work, and I think this. I wasn't certain about anything, and it worked. But I worked really, really hard. Like, if y'all look back there, all those candle jars and stuff are testers. All those are tester candles. They didn't work. They didn't work, and what I mean by that is they weren't safe. They didn't pass the safety test, and they didn't pass the smell test. The scent doesn't spread across the room. And again, I have small candles, so I don't expect them to fill up my whole house, but I do expect them to. I shouldn't have to be right up on it. Like, this I have to be on my candle even when it's lit. Like, it doesn't throw. That's the technical term. And so at the end of it all, I'm scared. I'm nervous. I really, really, really want to do this. I really do. Imposter syndrome has taken a hold of me, and I'm really, really scared. And now also, I have to go back to work. I can't put it off anymore. I wanted to finish school first, and not have to worry about it. That way I can just focus on school. But I'm not going to be able to do that. Money is running really low. So I got to figure something out. But there's nothing out there that pays anything when you don't have no skills. And I still have my daughter. If y'all know, she has a chronic illness and she's currently recovering right now. So it's just a lot on my mind, and I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I thought about doing wax melts because I know how to make wax melts. Like, these are good. They turn out good. They smell good. Wax melts smell good. This one here, oh my god, it smells amazing. Oh my god, y'all. And look at that. It's smooth. Look at that. Oh, this smells so good. This smells amazing. And this is limoncello. It smells like lemon cake. Like the sweet version of lemon cake. And this is strawberry guava. Oh, it smells so good, y'all. It smells so good. Oh my god. It smells so good. Part of that, I didn't do that because I can't figure out how to do my labels. I know how to make labels, and I don't want to sell them like this. That looks so like unprofessional. So I'm really scared. I don't know what to do. Like I said, money's running out. I could do gig work and I'm fine with that, but I don't want to put all the miles on my car. That takes a lot of gas, and that would be my only income. And I feel like it takes a lot of money out before you get a lot of money in. I love that that's an option, but I just don't want to put all the miles on my car. And outside of that, since I don't have another income, if it breaks down, how will I fix it? You know what I mean? If I'm doing gig work, I need a car to make money, but if it broke down, I can't make money. So ultimately, that was the point of this long, drawn out story. If you've been here this long, I appreciate you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any ideas or suggestions, leave a comment below. But that's me. That's Honey, and that's where I'm at right now. I'm so scared. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I haven't been in this situation probably, oh man, well over 10 years. Well over 10 years. Before the last time I was scared and didn't know what I was gonna do. So it sounds really sad, but that's the truth, and that's my life, and I just don't know what I'm gonna do. And then you watch Dante, give up job after job after job, don't want to work a 9 to 5, and DoorDash and them trashing on stuff, whatever. That's a story for a whole nother day. But anyway, if you did watch to the end, thank you again. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.